Mistmane, Equestria's pillar of beauty, and the reason why Ellie Ray, Mistmane's voice actress, is the beautiful part of the fandom she always wanted to be. But we are not here to talk about the icon that is Ellie, but the character she portrayed. We first hear about her in the episode Campfire Tales, along with the legends of Flash, Magnus and Rockhoof, and her legend already tells us most of her defining character traits. She is an amazing sorceress, obvious because she gets accepted into the renowned magic school, and she really shows it, especially in the fight against her old friend Saber Spirit. The water dragon she summons bests the one Saber Spirit summons with little effort. It also becomes clear when she does her famous deed of giving up her beauty to restore the village's plant life and the appearance of her friend. She really is a great friend. We will see that later with the pillars, but for now we can see it with Saber Spirit. Her generous spirit made her sacrifice her own beauty for her friend and the village. After these events she continued to spread beauty and generosity, which shows that even after losing her own beauty, she still values it in everything else. Still, remember, everything is beautiful, but beauty isn't everything. The next time we hear about her in the show is already in Shadowplay, but we don't see much of her personality in the season finale. The things we do see, however, are incredibly important. She's part of the Pillars, so it makes sense to say that she wants to help Equestria in any way she can, helping Stygian fight the Sirens and later giving up everything once again to save Equestria and send the Pony of Shadows away. It makes sense that she's connected to beauty, which she had to give up, and generosity, which is needed for such an act, and for all her actions in general. She continues her graceful and powerful life, and helps out in battles whenever she can after she returned, like in the ending of The End, when she aids against the Legion of Doom. There's one more appearance before the finale that I didn't mention yet, and that's in A Rockhoof and a Hard Place. After Shadowplay, all the Pillars ventured out to visit their old homes, and search for their place in the world, and she, like most of the Pillars, found the place where she belongs, which shows her adaptability. Despite suddenly appearing in a new world, she was able to adjust and even become the official Crystal Landscaper. That's a great feat in general, from all the Pillars who were able to do that. But that's already all we have on her for the show. But luckily, she has a few comic appearances that further build her character. But for that, we need to jump back a few hundred years. Back to when she wasn't even together with the Pillars. I will refrain from summarizing too much, and will only mention the deeds that show part of her character. Immediately at the start, she hears a loud banging noise and ponies talking about some problem, and she rushes right in to ask what the problem is, to check if she can help. And she really can. The building of Canterlot Castle has been delayed because of some weird activities at night, who leave the castle destroyed every time. And Mistmane is not the case. This investigation kinda connects her a little bit more to Rarity, but also shows her beautiful nature again, even towards ponies she never saw before. During the night, she and Princess Luna, who joined her, find out that the animals who live in the forest are repeatedly destroying the castle to stop the construction, which would cause the removal of big parts of the forest. Without Mistmane and her effort to listen, watch and talk it out with the animals, they would have never figured it out. This shows a kind spirit, and nature living, well, nature. And now, the blueprints have been changed to preserve the wildlife, all due to Mistmane's efforts. This wasn't the last time we have seen her. Now we're at the point she meets up with the other Pillars, as last member to join the team outside of Starswell. They find her at the greenhouse, where she cares for her plants, with whom she apparently can communicate. She is incredibly sensitive and can feel the plants' emotions. Aside from that, she also shows that she is really smart. Stygian doesn't need to explain anything, and she can figure out everything she needs to know herself. This wise behavior is also visible when she supports Stygian when he is about to talk to his hero Starswell for the first time. She is very kind and supportive towards Stygian in general. She, as well as the other Pillars, try everything to convince Starswell of his worth. She mentions that there is something quite beautiful about him. Their trust in Stygian is exceptionally clear, which explains her reaction to his supposed betrayal. They even trust Stygian's opinion on what to do with the Sirens more than Starswell's. He was the one who brought them together, but I don't want to go too much into Stygian. He's a topic for another day. Back to Mistmane. In my opinion, she could have just as easily been the element of kindness too. Her way of animals and plants connects her with Fluttershy, as well as her beauty and generous self-sacrifices connect her to Rarity. With this, the comics have once again proven to reveal more about the character than the show does. This spin-off is used to explore the characters of every pillar more deeply, not only Mistmane. So I recommend checking out My Little Pony Legends of Magic, if you want to see it for yourself. Her character seems very simple on the surface, but if you check all the sources, there's so much more to learn. She is the personification of beauty, inside and out. As I said earlier, everything is beautiful, but beauty isn't everything. And the garden Mistmane left in her old village shows that perfectly. She has left her mark on the world, like Ellie left her mark on the fandom. I'm sorry, I just couldn't end this without mentioning her again. She was the reason why I wanted to make this video so badly. She was just such a mood when I met her at GalaCon, the first convention I went to, and kinda got me to buy this adorable pear butter plushie. But what do you think? Is Mistmane living up to her title as a pillar? Which pillar would you want to see next? Let me know, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Thanks to my patrons, especially to Windy Berry, and until next time, fellow bronies, bonifellas, and bye!